Oi, привет! Hey everyone! I'm sorry for this shaking. Didn't mess it up. I'm late. I'm really late here. Привет, друзья! I am very sorry for the delay. Sorry, I'm trying to put this into this phone holder and not to ruin it completely. So let's hope it works. Hey everyone! Привет! Finally here. Running here like crazy because I realized that it's 10 p.m. already and I wasn't even ready for the lesson. Oh, finally. Yeah, now we can talk. Привет! Привет, друзья! I see Hungary is here. And what? I see the Netherlands, the United States. Ew, okay. The beauty salons have been closed since the beginning of March. So my hair looks a little bit strange. Let's call it like that. Just a little bit strange. So hopefully in May they will open. So why was I speaking about that? Because I'm waiting for more people to join. Let me actually plug my phone in before we start our conversation about a very important topic named accusative case. Of course, винительный падеж. Accusative case. Винительный падеж. So let's wait for like 30 seconds until more people join. So again, guys, if you haven't watched my morning video about the advertisement, if you are watching it in the recording, I still wasn't able to fix it. So I'm really sorry. Maybe tomorrow. YouTube is going crazy. It's putting like dozens of ads to each and every video of mine. And since like I am super slow with the phone, with any technology, I couldn't figure out how to do it from my phone, unfortunately. So hopefully with this video it will be better and you don't have to endure the crazy ads like popping out every minute. I hate when it happens. So hopefully tomorrow I will figure it out finally. Okay. When do you get your new computer? I don't want a new computer. I want my old one. It's new. My old one is new. It was 6 months old. I loved it with all my heart and I broke it. That is terrible. So I really want my computer back. I don't want to buy a new one. So, okay, guys, I see almost 200 people are there. That's pretty enough to start. If you don't understand what cases are in general, like what the whole idea of cases is, we will cover it briefly today while speaking about accusative in particular, okay? But if you want more, go to my From Zero to Fluency playlist, and there is a lesson about the prepositional case. So there I explained why cases exist in Russian. So the general meaning of them, why we even use them, because not all the languages have cases. So we already spoke about the prepositional case there in that course. Today we speak about accusative. In Russian it's called винительный падеж. Again, it would be very nice if you have somewhere to write. You will remember it much better if you write it. Okay, so hopefully you have it. So what's the main idea of the accusative case? It's the idea of the direct object. So what does it mean? And you see I've even drawn here the huge exclamation point here. So why does it matter? We as human beings, we constantly do something. We're always active. We take different things and we do stuff with them. We almost never stop. So we can take things. Yeah, we can shake it. We can drop it. We can forget it. So we constantly do something to different objects around us. I hope you understand this idea. So we really can take it, we can, how does it work? We can open something, we can take something from there. So constantly doing something to someone or to something else. Yes, constantly just doing something. So this is the object. So I'm taking it, yeah, I'm throwing it, I'm doing something to this object. So that's when we need accusative case. Where the name comes from, actually, it's easy to remember. When you accuse somebody, that person is an object, right? You're saying you are guilty. So you are accusing somebody, some object. Yeah, that's why we just, of course not that's why, but it's easy to remember. Accusative case, you do something, you accuse somebody. So some object of accusation there. And any other actions. So that's when we do something to some objects. And first of all, as usual, I don't go to some grammar details and everything. I want you to understand the general idea. This is more important than just learning the endings by heart, learning the situations. As soon as you get the general idea, it will be easier for you. So let's have a look at English first. For example, you want to say, let's imagine a situation. I love him. There is some guy, I'm in love with him. I love him with my whole heart. So in English, I don't say I love he, right? He. No, it's bad grammar here. So we change it to him, him. This guy, he loves somebody else, some girl. So he loves her. We don't say he loves she, right? We don't. In English, it just sounds bad. If somebody comes and tells, oh, you know, he loves she, you'll be like, okay, where are you from? Right? So it's her. And that lady maybe suddenly loves me. Yeah, what a complicated situation. She loves me. She doesn't love I, right? She loves me. So you change suddenly these objects of love, yes? Because you love them, you kind of put your love on these objects of love, him, her, me. And I'm sure you are not surprised about that when you speak English, right? It just comes naturally to you. That's what you do. You don't think about, why do I suddenly say I love him instead of just he, right? So the same thing happens in Russian. The only difference here is that we apply this change of a word, we apply it to everything. Not just me, him, her, them, us. We apply it to every single noun. Okay? It can be a dog, it can be a book, it can be weather, It can be anything. So the only difference with the Russian language is that we apply this change to other nouns, not just I, he, she, and everything. So it's no surprise, actually. It exists in English as well, as you can see. So is it clear? I hope this is clear. This is the first thing you need to understand when it comes to accusative case. Okay, so no surprise, we change them. Change those endings. Today we will speak about why it's important to know the accusative case and basically any case at all, how to make them, because cases, the whole idea of them is that you just either change the ending of the noun or an adjective or like anything, or you add another ending to a word. So today I will try to explain how it works. First, let's talk about why this is even important, okay? So why knowing the right case is important. Let's have a look at this example. A student has killed a professor. In Russian it would be студент убил, murdered, killed brutally, убил профессора. Ending indicates the accusative case. So he did, we know the words студент, профессор, right? Студент убил профессора. So we add the ending a here, and профессор becomes an object of action. And in this first situation, we understand that some student killed some professor. But you know that in Russian, the word order is very, very flexible. You can basically change them. You can put it anywhere. Убил студент профессора. Профессора убил студент. Профессора студент убил. And it will all be the same. We will still understand who was the murderer, who was actually murdered. So who goes to jail here, we will understand because of this meaning. Yeah, who is the victim? We understand. But if we change this ending, if we change the victim, and suddenly accusative case goes here. Студента убил профессор. So the word order stays the same, but suddenly this is the object of action, right? Suddenly this is the victim. Студента убил кто? Профессор. Some crazy professor killed some student for not preparing his homework. Yeah, so here the object is a student. Студента убил профессор. So you see, this is important. Who killed whom? We don't know without this ending. So you see, they are the same. Студент, профессор. But with accusative case, we understand who was killed. I know it's a brutal example, just to kind of stick to your memory. That's why I always choose those terrible examples. Okay, so it's pretty important. It's pretty important to know where to use the right case. So doesn't it make sense so far? Do you understand it? It can be applied to any situation. Of course, sometimes it's absolutely obvious from the context, like I'm taking the scissors or the scissors are kind of taking me. Of course, it's obvious that only I can take them. But sometimes, like in the previous example, it's not that obvious, actually. So, I see you're saying you got it. Okay. So now we can continue. Продолжаем. Now let's talk about how to make it. Here I mean how to change those endings of the nouns. Today we're going to talk about the nouns only. As usual, we are just scratching the surface, right? Just scratching the surface. That's what we need at the beginning. So the first thing we're looking at, only when you are a beginner. After that, you will be using it automatically, no problem. So we look at gender, masculine here, masculine. If you forgot how to differentiate genders in Russian, roughly, feminine nouns will have a and ya in the ending. Yeah, so masculine usually end on a consonant or some soft sign, but not as commonly. Again, I have another lesson about it, so I don't want to hesitate here and explain genders, okay? So if it's a masculine noun, what we need to pay attention to is if it's animate or inanimate object. So is it some living being or is it just some inanimate object? Like, I don't know, scrunchie, резинка, some makeup brush, like some piece of paper, something that is just an object, it has no soul. So it's called inanimate. In Russian, it's неодушевленный предмет. So that is super simple. If this is an inanimate object, you don't change anything. Easy, just like in nominative case. Дом, a house, right? Дом. What was the... Okay, let's not use that example. I'll bring up some new one. So here you don't... Oh, John, thank you so much for your support. Спасибо. Thank you. Дом, no ending. We don't need it here. Телефон, no. Computer, no. So anything. Город, no, like the city. The city is an inanimate object, right? So if it's an inanimate object, you don't change anything. You use the very same word. No endings, nothing. If it's an animate object, like some person or an animal, you add a or ya. For example, you all know the word doctor. Doctor, obviously, да? Doctor. So in accusative case, you will add a ending. Доктора. Доктора. Or the word друг, a friend. A friend is obviously somebody animate, right? Some person or some animal. Well, of course, it can be an object for somebody. Maybe somebody makes friends with inanimate objects, but I don't know. In general, it's an animate object. So, друга, да? So you add a or ya in the ending. I've decided not to go crazy about it and not to draw different tables. They are all available online for free. Simply Google accusative case Russian and you will see all those endings there. Very convenient to use, so no problem at all. You just can print them and put them in front of you. Okay, so that was masculine. Now it comes to what? Feminine, женский род, да? Feminine. If it's a feminine noun, we add, oh, thank you for your donations. I truly appreciate it. Спасибо, спасибо. If it's a feminine noun, we add u or you. Actually, we don't even add this. We replace the ending with u or you. If it was a, we replace it with u. If it was ya, we replace it with you. Again, you remember hard goes with hard, soft goes with soft. A, u, ya, you. Hard, soft. Oh, thank you. Thank you for becoming sponsors of my channel. It's, I don't know, I just so much appreciate it. Where can I find this live as a video afterwards? Here, at the same place, the same channel. Just go back here after the live and it takes some time. Oh, Mario, thank you. Спасибо. It takes some time for YouTube to upload the video, to convert the live stream into the video, and it will be available here and it will stay here forever. What's the difference between кот and кошка? Кот is masculine, like a cat guy, and кошка is a girl, cat, girl. So like a difference between man and woman, кот and кошка. So кошка right here is a feminine cat, the one that can bring kittens, right? So in accusative case, you add u here, you replace the ending with u, кошку, кошку. Or let's take another example. What is that? Daria. So hopefully now you will remember how to spell my name. It's not Daria with E. It's with that soft sign here. That's my name. Daria. Daria. So there is soft sign. There is no E. It's only in English. Daria. So here, ya in the ending, we replace it with you. And hopefully Daria is an animate object, right? Daria is alive, at least now. Oh, thank goodness in feminine, it doesn't matter anyway. So, does it make sense now? I don't even know why I'm using these scissors. I think my son forgot them here. Oh, is this on? No, feminine doesn't care about animate. I just like this word, animate object or inanimate object. Musica. People ask, what about musica? Musica, we look at the end, the ending. There is a, it's a feminine noun. So you replace the ending with u. Musica, музыку. I'm listening to music. Я слушаю музыку. Музыку. Okay. What about the plants? Plants. Plants are inanimate objects, aren't they? Like цветок, a flower, цветок. For example, I love this flower, so I kind of put my love onto this object, on this flower. So flower, we think it's masculine, цветок, and it's inanimate. Я люблю цветок. Я люблю этот цветок. I love this flower. Now, at the beginning, it is very, very difficult, right? So you need to think about this and this. So the gender, oh, it's masculine, okay. So what's next? Is it an animate or inanimate? Oh, it's an inanimate object. Okay, now, so I use this ending. It's ridiculous, right? It's just ridiculous. You will never speak fluently if you think about it all the time. But you can't skip this stage. At the beginning, it's normal to think like that. At the beginning, it's normal to think about those things. For example, me, yeah, I speak English. I can't say that I'm fluent in English. I don't know a lot of words. I constantly forget different structures. When I was studying English at school, constantly I was thinking about this. For example, how should I say, if I were there, I would have done this and that. For Russians, it's a crazy grammatical structure. If I were there, not was there. Why? Because it's hypothetically. So, okay, I use this and then I should use this form. It is crazy. So, guess, do I think about those things now when I'm speaking to you like that, like mumbling for 2 hours in a row? Do I think about anything of that? Do I think about how I should change the verb so it turns into some useful tense for me? No, I don't think about anything of that. But it's just because I'm past that stage already. So it's absolutely normal if you need some time. If you need, just take your time. Practice this as much time as you need. Don't rush forward. Sooner or later, you will just grasp it and it will be automatically, like now I'm speaking to you. But I guess at the beginning, it's always very, very difficult. So I want you to work. What about neuter? Neuter, in most cases, you don't even change it. For example, the sun in Russian is neuter. Я люблю солнце. I love the sun. Sun, I mean the shining sun. Я люблю солнце. Okay. So now I want you to practice with verbs. You should work with patterns. Work with patterns, I mean, you choose some verb, some phrase, and you add different nouns. And like maybe 20 of different words. And you start practicing them. For example, think about it in your native language first. Like, I want something. Again, you want, it's the object. I want something. So some object. So it's accusative case. Write down as many examples with the verb хотеть. Я хочу. And practice with them. You already know what to do with the endings. For example, I want a house. Я хочу дом. So we think дом, masculine. Yes, it ends with a consonant. Masculine noun. Дом. Is it something alive? Дом. Like walking house. No, it's not. It's an object. Дом. So we don't change it. It stays like that. Я хочу дом. I want a house. I want a husband. Yeah, suddenly. It has kind of controversial here. Like it's like I want to get married, or maybe sexually. Who knows? Yeah. So we think about муж. It's an animate object. Hopefully, right? If you were lucky, not some couch potato or something. So it's someone alive, right? Муж. So we need to add right? Something with my throat. I forgot to bring. Oh no, I didn't. I didn't forget. Oh my god. I hope that's not too loud. So we add here. right? Somebody saying, don't die, please. Yeah, I guess I will transform into an inanimate object if I just choke on the water. Yeah, I thought I forgot to take some water with me. It's very difficult to kind of speak so much. My throat gets pretty dry. So the animate object, we add a. So people are asking about the word sabaka, a dog. How do you think? Is a dog alive? Is it somebody who has some soul? I think it is. In English, sabaka is neuter, it's it. In Russian, sabaka is she. It's kind of almost like a person. Oh my god, I'm confusing you. I'm an idiot. I think this coughing distracted me. With feminine, you don't even have to worry about if it's animate or inanimate. You just add the oo ending there. Guess it's because I was thinking about the Slovak dogs. In Slovakia, the word dog is always masculine. It's like pes in Russian. Pes. So to me, it's kind of funny here. So with the dog, you replace the last vowel with u. For example, я люблю собаку. I love my dog. Or I want a dog. Like I want to buy a dog. I want a dog. Я хочу собаку. Я хочу собаку. Or maybe I'm reprimanding my dog. Я ругаю собаку. Дальше. Я хочу книгу. I want a book. Я хочу книгу. Книгу. So remember the word книга, a book. So it's a feminine noun. We replace the ending. Now we have the word кот. A cat. I want a cat. Я хочу кота. Кота. Because кот is a masculine noun and it's an animate object, right? So it's somebody who has its temper, its interests, even if it's just snoring like all day long, but still animate object. So you add a. Кота. Я хочу кота. Why not кошка? Because maybe it's a masculine. I want maybe a masculine cat. I don't like female cats, maybe. I'm only interested in cat boys. Who knows? That's my idiosyncratic feature. Okay? So, кота. What I want you to do, just prepare a list of words. What do you want? What do you want? Maybe you want to buy something. For example, I don't know, I want to buy a phone, for example. Я хочу телефон. So anything. And look them up in a dictionary just to check the gender and everything. And write them down. The more, the better. The more examples you can make, the better it is. Okay, so what the emails that you send out, are they automated? Some of them are. I have prepared about 15 of them that are sent automatically, like when there is a list of resources or something. The emails that I send now that are kind of bound to some date, like today's lesson, of course I'm doing them manually every time, and I answer the emails myself, of course, so it's not some robot typing in my place. Of course I answer everything myself. So let's move to the next Next verb. Знать. Mostly, by the way, accusative case is used with transitive verbs. Okay, sometimes they are not the same in English and Russian, but in general. So, знать, to know, to know. Я знаю, I know. And here, oh, Rostislav, thank you. Thank you so much for your support. Я знаю. You know something. Again, prepare a list of something that you know. For example, I know math. Math in Russian is математика. Математика. So we look at the ending. Математика is feminine because there is a ending. So we replace it with у. Я знаю математику. So I know some object. Yeah, I kind of put my knowledge into that object. We use accusative case here. Я знаю математику. In the chat, people say я знаю физику. Yeah, so any science that is so not about me. There can be no one worse than I am in math. I hate math. Math and chemistry, two things I'm terrible at. So the next one. I know the Russian language. Sorry about this, it's just my ugly writing as usual. So, язык is masculine, right? And it's not animate. It's an inanimate kind of an object. Язык. So, я знаю русский язык. You don't change anything here. You just keep it the way it is, okay? Я знаю русский язык. And actually, most of the times we just skip this one. Hop. Just like in English, you don't say, I know the Russian language, right? It's too long. You say, I know Russian, I speak Korean, yeah, I speak Japanese or something. You don't say the word language every time. Language. No. Same in Russian. Stop using this. We usually say русский, английский, китайский, немецкий, французский. We don't repeat the word язык every time, just like English speakers do not do it. So, я знаю английский. Okay, then maybe you know some actor. I don't know, some Brad Pitt. Я знаю актера. Actor is masculine, right? Actor. And he's an animate object, right? He is alive. Actor, or was alive. We don't know, but anyway, he's a human. So we add a. Я знаю актера. If it's an actress, some woman, it's a feminine noun. So we change the ending to у. Я знаю актрису. So again, now write down this verb, to know, знать, and write down as many examples as you possibly can. If you are not sure, again, download those grammar tables. They are available online in Google. Type Russian accusative case. You will have it all there. Let's go to the next one. Я вижу. Again, I see a house. Again, дом. Don't change anything. Here, I want you to be very practical with that. I see, and after the video is over, just stay at your place and look around yourself. Look around and try to use this with all the objects in a room, okay? So I see this, I see that. Я вижу шкаф. I see the wardrobe. I see the door. Я вижу дверь. So all the objects you can name, use it with accusative case. If you are not sure, check out the dictionary. Okay, so let's check the word учитель. Учитель. Yeah, учитель. Is it an animate object or inanimate? It's a teacher. Teacher. We add учителя. Я вижу учителя. What's next? Actually, I'm trying to, because of the chat, I don't see anything. A friend, female friend. Я вижу подругу. So it's a feminine noun, we replace the ending. Я вижу подругу. A dog. Я вижу собаку. 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 So I hope it's clear. You will definitely need some time to spend to practice it. Here are more verbs for you. So take a screenshot here or write them down because they will help you. They will help you. So again, take a screenshot while I'm holding it so stable. And later, if you don't know some of them, you'll be able to look them up. Or just now, I will read them all. So the verbs that in most situations, not all the time, but in most situations, you will use accusative case with them. So любить, to love, again, you love some object. Yeah, your object of love. So mostly accusative. Смотреть, смотреть. Sometimes there can be some other situations, but in general, like to watch a movie, like some object, you are watching something, some object of your watching action, right? So a movie or a show or some, I don't know, in a theater. So я смотрю кино, я смотрю представление, and so on. Читать, because obviously you read something. Again, you take something, some book, and you read it. Читать книгу, читать журнал, читать газету. Писать. Yesterday we had an example to write a letter. Писать письмо. Oh, Adam, thank you so much for your support. Большое спасибо. Писать письмо, писать эссе. All the students, I guess, can relate to write an essay. Писать эссе. To open something, to open a bottle, открывать бутылку, or to open a book, открывать книгу, accusative case. Same with закрывать, to close it, закрывать. Again, to close what? Some object, right? So it's accusative case again. To take something, брать, like брать, some object, obviously. The opposite, давать, to give something. Take it. I'm giving it to you. Давать. Again, ugly writing here. I guess I have bad kind of eye measurements. I can never predict if I'll be able to squeeze the word in this space. I always fail. So this is to tell. Рассказывать. Рассказывать. Again, you are telling something, right? You are telling a story, or maybe you are gossiping, you are telling some gossip, some secret. Рассказывать. we use accusative. Рассказывать историю. You in the ending. Рассказывать историю. Ждать. To wait. To wait. To wait for something. Ждать чего-то. Ждать подругу. I'm waiting for my friend. Or друга. Ждать друга. So I'm waiting for my friend to come here. Учить. This is very, very tricky. But if you are studying and learning something, some object, yeah, for example, you are studying math. Учить математику. This verb is very kind of tricky because it has some other meanings like to teach somebody. For example, I'm teaching you right now. Я учу вас. So now you are an object too. So, but it's different. Yeah, it has this kind of between studying and teaching. In Russian, it's the same word. Учить. Anyways, it's accusative. Anyway. And there is much, much more about that. But today I want you to know just what we talked about now, and also this very, very important thing, especially if you have watched my lessons with the whiteboard already and you remember how we talked about the prepositional case there. Remember that we talked about v and na prepositions, and I told you that after those prepositions you use prepositional case. So remember in and on. For example, in the office or at the office. В офисе. So there we were using the ye ending. It was kind of a location, being in something. Yeah, in the room, inside the room. However, sometimes we use the same prepositions with accusative case. It happens when we have the meaning of direction of motion. We're going somewhere. So it's not necessarily that you are inside the school building already, right? You can walk into your school. So you're gonna leave your house and you go to school, right? So in this situation, that's the difference. Whether you're inside the school building already or you're just walking towards it. So if you're just going there, if you have this direction, we use accusative case. For example, я иду в школу. I am going to school. Or to the university. В университет. Inanimate object, masculine, we don't change it. Я иду в университет. Or I'm going to the store. Я иду в магазин. So do you get this idea about the direction of movement? So that's the same preposition. But here you are going there. You are kind of moving towards that place. Oh, Michael there. Mike, привет. Very optimistic going in quarantine. Same with на. На работу. I'm going to work. На работу. На прогулку. I'm going for a walk. Прогулку. So it's all accusative because the direction of motion. I want you to remember that because it's a very, very common situations when beginners learn the prepositional case first. Usually the prepositional comes first. And they remember that, oh, after the prepositions, I use prepositional. And they start to use ye ending everywhere. No. Here you need to understand the difference. Are you already inside that place? Внутри, в школе. Or are you kind of going there? Same with Like, let's take an example, Moskva, Moscow. If you say it with prepositional case, я в Москве, there is a ye ending, я в Москве, right? So it means you are already in the city. But if you say я еду в Москву, it means that you are not there yet. So the prepositional is the same, but the case is different. You are just going to Moscow. Еду в Москву. So here you need accusative already. I know it's tricky. Am I back or not? I guess my internet suddenly felt that it's the end of the lesson. So suddenly cut off. So it was frozen. I'm back. So tell me, did it make sense? Did you understand it, or no? Which lesson is the prepositional case? I don't remember. You can go to the playlist. Go to my channel. There is like section playlists. Go to that 0 to fluency thing. And one of the lessons, you will see it in the title. You will see like cases in Russian, prepositional case. I explain everything there. Oh, okay. Okay. So this is shaking. Can you please do the genitive case? I could, but it's a very, very bad idea to study all cases Oh, David, hi, long time no see. So it's a very bad idea to learn cases all one by one. Don't do that. Don't do that, because it will be a big mess in your head. Andrei, thank you. Thank you. I started to speak with the Russian accent, saying thank you. So yeah, take your time. Don't try to learn cases very fast. Better to do something else. Learn some adjectives, grow your vocabulary, practice. Again, after this lesson, the great exercise would be to add some, what's the word for, God, I know it in Russian, when you kind of take something, touch something, like seeing, hearing, and what's the name? Oh my God. Okay, so just take some objects and say it out loud, like I'm taking this, I'm taking that, I'm holding this, I'm holding that. It's always accusative case. So all the objects around you, if you don't know them, look them up in a dictionary and yeah, just say it out loud. Or next time you are thinking about what to eat for dinner, for example, say, I want this, I want that. Я хочу курицу. I want chicken. Я хочу салат. So for the next week, if you do it every day, I promise you, you will start feeling that pattern. Because Russian nouns, it's not like they're not connected at all. You will start feeling those patterns with like masculine nouns ending like this, feminine ending like that, they change like this, so it will be natural for you. And just like I don't think about English grammar anymore, sooner or later you will stop thinking about Russian grammar. I promise you, if you just take some time to master this step, very soon you will be very comfortable with that. And those endings, they will come to you just naturally without thinking. It's a great exercise also to divide those nouns into categories, like the feminine nouns ending the same way, like собака. So find all the feminine nouns ending on ka. Or dom. Find all the nouns ending on like om, kom, rom, som. So all the words, and the more you practice, the easier it will be. Same with just seeing, not about just taking something. Just look around you. I already told you, look around you and say it out loud what you are seeing right now. And check yourself. Check yourself. This is a great exercise. That's the whole point of learning the language. If you can use it, it doesn't matter if you learn those endings by heart. Who cares about that? Who cares if you simply know how to use the language if you can't actually use it? Okay? So it's better start using it from now on. No shame in starting small and just saying really short sentences. If a video is blurry, just reload the page. Kind of upload again your browser. So again, no shame in starting small. No shame in using very short sentences like I see this, I hear that. It's not a problem for beginners. Oh, thank you so much for your support and for becoming a sponsor of the channel. That is wonderful. I'm so happy when you appreciate my work. Спасибо. Спасибо, that means a lot to me, especially during these sad times. Спасибо. Okay, so I guess we're done for today. It's been an hour lesson. I think that's enough. And what I wanted to say, guys, I finally started TikTok. I was making fun of it. Oh, Joshua, thank you so much. Спасибо. Oh, Joshua has shared my fate and spilled beer on his computer. I spilled coffee. Thanks God it was not beer. Спасибо. So finally, if you are on TikTok, join me there. Join me there because I finally started a TikTok page. I thought it was all for the teenagers, and now I thought it was a good idea to start doing it there. Some short lessons, like 15 seconds, short videos. No dancing, nothing like that. Yeah, maybe one day. I'm not a good dancer at all. What's your username on there? Just like everywhere else, it's one word, Real Russian Club, with no spaces there. So just type it, Real Russian Club there. I'll be really happy if you are there. What do you do on TikTok? I've just now started, and now I am uploading some writing lessons, how to write this letter, how to write that letter. After that, I plan to start like doing pronunciation exercises, then maybe, I don't know, some phrases. Yeah, so I'm not that active on Instagram. On Instagram, only kind of my daily life left there because I see all other teachers doing wonderful language lessons there. So just what's the point repeating everything again and again there? So yeah, if you are on TikTok, I will be thrilled to see you there. And I think this is the place where I am most active right now, like talking to people and answering all the questions. What about neutral nouns? I explained it. You don't change neutral nouns in accusative case, mostly. I don't support you by money, but I support you by heart. Thank you. That means a lot to me. That means a lot that you kind of find time to watch my lessons, because there are like hundreds of other teachers. So I am truly grateful that you are with me. Спасибо. Спасибо большое. Do you have a video with the names of the letters? I think it's the lesson 1 in Zero to Fluency. I explained the alphabet there. Oh my god, it's just running too fast, the chat. I can't read it. Are we doing this tomorrow? I don't know. Are we doing another live tomorrow? Is it Friday? We can try. But I'm not sure. Maybe we will make pronunciation part 2, because the first video this week, it was kind of really effective. So maybe we continue with pronunciation, so you can just kind of relax with grammar. Too much grammar for 1 week. Seriously, we had verbs aspects yesterday. We have an accusative case today. No, no. Don't rush forward. Okay, guys, thank you very much. It's been an hour-long lesson. Большое спасибо. Thank you. And I hope to see you on TikTok and here tomorrow, the same time. Somebody was asking about Instagram. It's a Real Russian Club, guys, and it's everywhere. It's the same name everywhere. I don't change names. Все, спасибо. Thank you. I'll be grateful if you like this video here. I will be even more grateful if you share this video with your friends who learn Russian. And that's it for today. Спасибо и пока-пока. Goodbye.